home against the Atlanta Hawks. As we get things started, who on the Hawks do you think they need to keep an eye out for here tonight, Jeff?
See, I don't care if you put Al Horford at center or power forward. All I know is you better account for his all-around greatness. He can shoot it to 17. Got a good little right-hand jump hook. And the best part of his game is when the ball is in the air, he attacks the board. He has a terrific rebound.
Millsap's trying for position in the paint. The Hawks with the offensive rebound to keep it alive. You know, Jeff, these Hawks have something to prove this year. They just were so banged up in the playoffs, we really didn't get to see the real Atlanta Hawks in the postseason.
No, they struggled, and some people predicted that they would because they don't have that elite offensive player that you could go to like LeBron James. And so when they got swept by Cleveland, it was portrayed, well, everyone knew this was going to happen, but I think people overlooked their injuries, and I would expect Atlanta to come back and play better in this year's playoffs.
The assist from number 0, Jeff Teague.
Fires from three-point range. Knocks it down. James Harden with 6 points.
There's nothing prettier than seeing a big-time shooter knock in a three from straight on.
Looks to put it back up again. Jones, the rebound. Jeff, Rocket fans want to know, could this be their year? When you have Dwight Howard and James Harden, anything is possible.
It is. Listen, they are a dynamic offensive team. They are hard to guard. Their improvement and their chance to win a championship will be tied directly to their defensive improvement.
Lawson's unable to hit.
That's a shooting turnover right there. You shot it too quick, had no chance of going in. That's just like a turnover.
The Hawks with control on the rebound. Can't get the layup to drop.
Hey, that's a good look right there. Just couldn't get it in.
One minute remaining in the first quarter.
From beyond the arc. Horford the rebound. He's averaging 6 boards per game this season. Teague on the drive. Off balance, he puts it up from downtown. And Jeff Teague with the jumper. A three-pointer. Late here in the opening quarter, we have a timeout.
Nothing prettier than the spot-up three-point shot. That one was dead center right from the start.
Atlanta's leading Houston by a score of 7-6.
Houston, number 31, Jason Terry.
Puts it up, deep corner shot, and Ty Lawson with a nice look from three-point range.
Three ball, corner pocket.
Number 13, James Harden.
Gets past the defense, nice. At the rim, and Thiago Splitter with a nice play. At the end of the first quarter, it's all tied up. As we begin the second quarter, we have ourselves a tie game. Kind of thought this was going to happen. Two very evenly matched teams.
And if you're a player, isn't that what you really want? Is competitive, close games. You don't want to be in blowouts too much. This is what you do, and this is why you live.
One of the teams really interested to see how they fare this year is the Atlanta Hawks, Jeff. This is an intriguing team.
I think what Coach Mike Budenholzer did with his team last year and having them play beautiful offensive basketball like the San Antonio Spurs, which he was a longtime assistant for, showed the promise of this team and this organization.
Sefolosha walks it across. Millsap on the drive. Goes to the goal, right there, and it won't go. To the basket, flips it up, won't go.
Don't worry, just work. Keep doing what you're doing, get the ball at the basket, and then finish stronger.
For the layup, and Atlanta's called for their first team foul. And Patrick Beverley will go to the line with under 3 minutes to go in the second.
For Houston.
Knocks down the first one.
Patrick Beverley is a perfect fit in Houston. He plays off James Harden's creative abilities, and then he is the head of the snake when it comes to the defensive end of the floor for the Houston Rockets.
Millsap fires, unable to flip it in. To the basket, knocks it down for 2. And James Harden with 8 points.
You want excitement? You want to see a game go back and forth where the lead changes often in a game. You have that here tonight. This is one fascinating game.
Harden. And that's his 5th rebound of the game.
When you see how many rebounds these teams have already combined for, the story about this game is rebounding. But the real story is neither team can make a shot. That's why the rebounding numbers are so high.
James Harden has become elite, one of the premier scorers in the NBA. You had it pegged years ago. You thought this guy had a chance to be special, Jeff, and he is.
He really is. And the reason is the ability to get to the free throw line, the ability to make every pass out of pick and roll that the great point guards can make, and the three-point shooting ability. James Harden, unbelievable two-guard, the best two-guard in the NBA.
I got him. Here we go.
Ariza the jump shot. The Rockets with the offensive rebound for a new 24. Beats his man. Teague on the drive. Shot blocked by Ariza.
Hardaway.
The Hawks with the offensive rebound for another possession. From deep in the corner. And James Harden with the pretty shot from 3.
The assist from number 2.
Teague against Beverley. Teague fires for 3. Harden the rebound. At the buzzer. And time expires here to end the first half. The Rockets up by 5. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN Tuesday after halftime. Welcome back to the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas for the second half. Along with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand. Houston's up by a narrow margin as we start the third quarter, Jeff. They just got to keep doing what they did in the first half.
Why did you steal my line, Mike? That's what I just told you off air. I just said that. That's exactly what they've got to continue to do. Do what they're doing, continue to work the game, and they will be rewarded. Gee.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. You know, last season, Jeff, when the Hawks were enjoying that 19-game winning streak, everybody called them the Spurs of the East. It's pretty appropriate when you look where Mike Budenholzer came from.
Yeah, Bud's a disciple of Greg Popovich. But I think when you label them something like that, you're taking away from what they accomplished. Atlanta set a standard of play last year that was as good as any team in the league with their habits and their effort on a nightly basis. I love what Mike Budenholzer has the Atlanta Hawks doing, and I'll tell you this, he couldn't have learned from any better coach than the great Greg Popovich.
Teague. And Dwight Howard with a strong rebound. Harden fires away from downtown. Harden's three-point shot won't go.
With all of these recent misses from long range, he's making people forget just how well he shot the ball in the opening half from three. He's definitely cooled off.
And he hits the first free throw.
You know, Teague didn't start out dynamically in his NBA career. He came off the bench. He wasn't great right away. And this is what happens so often in the NBA. Everybody wants guys to speed up their development. Sometimes you have to wait on players. Jeff Teague has proven this once again, that if you're patient with a good young talent, you're teaching him the right things, you don't reward the wrong things, a player can slowly and steadily improve. Jeff Teague has done exactly that for the Hawks.
Strong rebound by Lawson. Teague. Oh, can't get it to drop. Fires away for two. Unable to flip it in. Millsap fires away for two.
Some might question that shot right there. I like that shot. You have a great player who's a great shooter. I like the creativity. He just missed it.
The Rockets with the offensive rebound for a second chance opportunity. 4 minutes gone by in the third. The Rockets up by 4. Pass intercepted by Ariza. Harden for two. Puts it up. Harden shot no good.
Could we pass the ball more than once, please, before we shoot? Is that too much to ask?
Slams it down.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Harden. Rebound handled by Horford. To the rim. Harden and the bucket.
4-2. The assist from number 12.
Wide open for three and puts it in.
The assist from number 0, Jeff Teague.
Harden knocks down the jumper for three. Final seconds of the quarter, and he'll give it a try. Third quarter comes to an end. Fourth quarter coming up. Houston's up. Fourth quarter set to begin. Boy, this one is anybody's game right now, Jeff.
I'm here sitting, and I'm nervous. It is such a hotly contested game. One play could make the difference between winning and losing. Let's see which players can withstand this type of heat and pressure.
Unable to flip it in.
That's an I haven't taken a shot in a while type of shot. You don't need those shots. You need to make the defense work.
Inside, hits for two. He's 1 for 2 from the field.
We're seeing a lot of offensive energy on the floor for both of these teams with terrific ball movement.
Gets in the paint.
Blocked. That kind of play, Mike, makes a statement.
Goes out of bounds. And we have both teams with substitutions here.
Number 25, Tavos Sefolosha. Into the game for the Houston
Puts it up. Can't convert on his first shot of the night.
We're seeing some outstanding defensive work, forcing the offensive team into late shot clock shots, which are very low percentage.
Millsap's trying to get down low. From downtown. Can't hit from way outside.
2 minutes left.
Gets inside. And he flips it up and in.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Gets to the rim. Goes up and in. Beautiful play.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
Nice move down the lane. Draws the foul. It's called against Millsap. And Patrick Beverly will go to the line. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. First free throw, perfect.
Substitutions.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
Teague on the drive. Inside to the basket. Whistle blows. It's a foul. Dwight Howard picks up his first personal tonight. And Jeff Teague will go to the line. He's 2 for 2 from the line here tonight. First free throw, good.
Look, you got to put yourself in position to be fouled if you're a good offensive player and a great free throw shooter. Take advantage of your strengths. Earn your way to the free throw line.
From beyond the arc. Can't hit the three.
I like it. I'm seeing more effort in the last couple minutes than we saw in the first half. It may not result in a win here tonight, but the effort is something they can build on going forward.
Puts it in and draws the foul.
That's a hoop and a hard. A dunk and a foul. A three-point play possibility. That's a big-time play by a big-time player.
For the Houston Rockets, Clint Capella to the line, shooting,
and he can't convert the free throw. Winding down the fourth quarter, there's a timeout.
This is an absurd timeout. Why take this timeout now? This is too little too late. They should have taken this timeout long ago. Instead, they wait, they're down big, and now you take a timeout? This is a joke.
On the drive. Jump shot for two, won't go.
I really like that. That's good defense, good sound defense protecting the basket in a close game.
the assist from number 1, Trevor Ariza.
Horford's looking to set up in the paint. Teague jump shot. That's good. A two-pointer.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense won out that time.
Puts it up for three. Offensive rebound. Defense nowhere around the three-pointer. And there's the final buzzer. The final score is 49-34 for Jeff.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets dominated this game from beginning to end. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets. The Hawks are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough question. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.